Update from the CDT. I just left Silver City this morning. Super cool little city. When I first went in there, I wasn't as excited about it as I originally was. It used to be like, you used to have more stuff, a hostel and stuff. But actually, I ended up staying at this really cool hotel. The town's very hiker friendly. The people that live there, like to be up in the Gila and do recreation stuff. So they like to talk to you about hiking, whatnot. So yeah, super cool stop. To be totally honest, in hindsight, would have been a great place to spend another day. But I got there, I got my toe cleaned up. That was the main thing I wanted to do. I got a ton of food. Finally got my pizza. Been craving pizza ever since I didn't get it in Lordsburg. So I ate an enormous amount of calories. And yeah, that was pretty cool. They got a lot of resupply options, stuff like that. That's where trail days for the CDT is at. So yeah, Silver City, excellent stop. Highly recommend at least spending the night there. You could do an in and out, and I honestly had considered it, but I need to go in there for my toe. Just seems to be serendipitous because that's definitely a town I would want to spend the night on. I would highly recommend doing that if you had any interest in doing the CDT. And then got everything together, got up this morning out of the Palace Hotel, cool place, and got my sunscreen on and everything. Then I come out here, and about 3 or 4 hours into hiking, it starts hailing like ice balls. So it went from sunburn type weather this morning to literally hailing. So been an interesting day so far. I didn't leave until almost checkout time, till almost 11. I was in no hurry. It was so cool and chill there. A couple other people I met there were zeroing, which again, totally the place to do it. So I am glad I'm getting to meet more people, though. It felt like the people I've been hiking around, I finally put some faces to it. So that was nice. There's my short little update. I'll be into the Gila today. I am going into the Gila route of the Continental Divide Trail. So let's see what that holds. Everyone brags about it, and we're gonna find out for ourselves. Currently in the river, and yes, I am supposed to be in the river. It's called the Gila River Alternate, and it goes across the Gila River over and over. I don't know how many times, and I would have Googled it before I made the video, but I don't have service. Just kind of winged it and got here. It's one of the more popular, and a lot of people consider it fun alternates or sections of trail on the CDT period. There's a lot of people that come out here just to hike this area. It's really pretty. It reminds me of maybe Red River Gorge or Cumberland River area would be the best comparison I can think of off the top of my head. It's not a one-to-one, but from being from Tennessee, that's the closest thing I could think of. It's really pretty. But yeah, you walk across the river over and over. I did a little shot back there where it wasn't too high. I didn't really want to record it where it was much higher. It does get a little bit higher than that. When I first hopped in, I was super surprised at how deep it got. It was pretty deceptive and went way up over my knees and started getting stuff wet. So I had to throw everything in my pack, and I'm not going to film going through those super deep sections because I need my phone. It's an important piece of hiking equipment. Most people may not realize that, but it is. Anyway, yeah, that's a quick little update. I got caught in the storms yesterday. That was not fun. It rained all night. Then I got up here to the river. It was cloudy, but it didn't rain. Looked like it was gonna rain. I got to the river, started raining. A guy I was hiking with, I checked the forecast, and it wasn't supposed to rain, but it did. There's a crow. There's a ton of crows through here. I don't exactly know why. I don't know if they're breeding or what, but I've seen crows everywhere. Anyway, yeah, I did hike with that guy today, though I haven't seen many people. It has been a lonely trail so far, to be honest, but he said there is a large bubble in front of me, and I'm hiking quite a bit faster than the people around me, so I should start to see a few more, and you kind of get funneled into this area here, literally into this canyon. Got to go up to Doc Campbell's, get a package. It's basically the only place to get anything in this area, so I got a package coming. Gonna resupply. Thanks, Mom. My mom sent me a package. I'm gonna pick that up, and yeah, that's about it. I guess I can't complain too much because it's still in like the 70s, but still dreary. It's like I finally got to water, and then it decided to rain. I walked through the hot, dry desert with everything, my skin cracking and being kind of miserable. And I get to this nice, lovely green area with a river, and it decided to start raining, but it's just part of it, isn't it? So that's about it for me. I'll try to do another update, maybe more through the Gila, because I'll be in here a couple more days, and then I'm not sure what the next stretch looks like. I haven't looked too far ahead, but then I'll be on up to Pie Town at some point. I think will be my next stop. Update from the Continental Divide Trail. About, I guess about 50 miles through the Gila. It has been an interesting couple of days, to say the least, in a very good way, in the best way. So I got to Doc Campbell's outpost and picked up my box. And the thing about this trail that I've noticed the most is how few people I've seen. I may have mentioned it before, but it's been kind of shocking how few people I have seen. I ran into a guy on the trail the other day. He said, "No, you're hiking fast. You'll hit this bubble soon." And boy, did I. So I got to Doc Campbell's. Everyone's kind of funneled in there anyway, so it's a natural place to hit some sort of bubble, or at least people funneled in there for whatever reason. Got my package. There were a bunch of us chilling out back, drying things out because it had rained the night before. And my plan was that the next day, which is today, I was going to go up to the Gila cliff dwellings, which are these cliff dwellings carved into a side of a cliff that date to about 1200, I think. Anyway, that was my plan. And someone came out of the store and said, "We got a ride to the cliff dwellings." I said, "Goodwill, you going?" Of course I did. Left my pack there at Doc Campbell's, which is a great stop, by the way. You got to stop at Doc Campbell's, even if you're just passing through or doing a section, stop there. Super awesome. And it was actually the lady that worked there gave one of the guys I had met her truck. So legitimately, it's just a bunch of us hikers piled into this nice newer red truck, which we took on an adventure up to the Gila cliff dwelling. So I got to Doc Campbell's yesterday. I thought I was going to need to take a half day or more to hike to the cliff dwellings, because you got to walk up an extra road. It's a whole side trip. It's totally fine. That was in the plans. And it just worked out so well. We went up there. So yesterday, I met a ton of cool people. Got in a nice little bubble. Was vibing with people that were there, and we went up to the cliff dwellings. And then came back after a couple hours and went down to the Hot Springs campground. So after I got to see the cliff dwellings a day in advance, I went down there, soaked in the natural hot spring tubs next to the campsite. They gave me a campsite right next to the river so you could chill in the hot spring and get into the cold Gila if you want. I did do it, and man, it was refreshing. So man, it's crazy how quick things change on this trail. I went from genuinely feeling pretty lonely on this trail compared to the other ones. I was just like, this is just my reality, man. I'm not gonna see many people, to boom, I'm in this bubble with a bunch of cool people. Next thing you know, some lady's giving us her truck to take on an adventure. I love these trails, man. It's so cool. It really is. It's so cool. And the Gila's been beautiful. So these trails, man, they just surprise you. And it's when you least expect it, you just kind of accept something as your reality, and then boom, something really cool happens, or something really strange happens. And many a times it's good. And it just goes to show you that there are good people out there. And if you're a good person, you're polite and respectful, other people pick up on that. And they'll say, yeah, sure, you can borrow my truck. Now that part's kind of wild. I'm still surprised. That's super cool that she did that. But, you know, being a decent person gets you a long way in this world. I will say that. And the guy she gave the keys to, super cool dude. That, you know, I'm hoping I get to hike around these people for a while. Really good people, really good trail, really good adventure. So that's my update. I got a couple days left in the Gila. There is a fire alternate I got to take, as far as I'm aware, from the hummingbird fire. So deal with that when we get down there. Yeah, it's cool, man. I'm having a good day today. Chilled in camp for a bit. Soaked my feet in hot springs again this morning and got back to it. So now it's sunny. It did storm last night. So I'm gonna pull out my tent here in a minute, have lunch, dry everything out. I'm gonna get back to hiking, enjoy my day. Short little update from the Gila, just a bit of the view. I took the high route for a few miles, see if I catch a view. And I did, right before I'm gonna climb back down. Look at that, man. Just absolutely insane and gorgeous. Absolutely incredible. I'm getting ready to walk back down there. Hopefully this shot, you could see it. You could see the river down there. I'll be back in the river in a little bit. I kind of rolled the dice up here because most of the way it's sort of, you see over here, this ridge line, you're sort of down and it's deserty. But then I got into these pines and these crazy meadows. They remind me of outside the Sierra Nevada range in California. That's the only thing I have to compare it to. It's kind of weird. You go down into these gulches and then there's just these meadows, and then just this view, man. Just this view. It's not even doing it justice, but I'm trying. The Gila, man. I am glad I switched it for a little bit. That's what I love about this trail. You can just spontaneously switch from walking in the river, being in hot springs, and say, I want to walk the ridge for a little while, get these crazy views. And then later in the day, walk back down if you want. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk back down, walk into the Gila, go through the river again, cool off, rinse my shirt off. It's great, man. It's a great day. Made it through the Gila River Gorge. It's really cool. Some interesting hiking. Back into this stuff. It is high, so it's not as hot, but to me it's still desert. I think the people around here are like, no, it's not quite as bad. I guess it's not, because the heat's not as bad. It's not as bad as Lordsburg, but it's still scrubby type stuff. Not much going on. It is abnormally dry here, so maybe that makes a bit of a difference. I actually went up in a fire tower today. Coming up on Davila Ranch, which is a stop before Pie Town. Pie Town's really the only place to get a box. There's nothing, no place to resupply there, so you just got to get a package. It's like 4 or 5 days to get there, and I think like 4-ish days to Grants. There's nothing really out here. You rely on water caches. Was in a fire tower earlier with an active fire tower. Telling me it's been super dry this year. One of the lowest snow winters on record up there. It's about 9,000 feet, and he said they got, I think, 6 inches of snow that lasted over a week or something. And normally they get 3 to 6 feet. So Colorado's been hit bad. New Mexico's been hit bad. Water situation's pretty bad. I was prepared for it. I knew what I was getting into. There have been people like getting off the trail because they're not prepared for the water carries. Been some injuries around me. Yeah, ever since Doc Campbell's, you go Doc Campbell's, get a box. Then this is the next stop. And then Grants. I think there's more towns after Grants. I'm just trying to do a little update, trying to stay on top of this for YouTube and for my own recollection. I'm on a road, been on a road for a long time. It's been boring. I gotta admit, it's been boring. Sorry about the wind. It may be messing with the audio, but I'm about 4 miles away from ending my road walk. It'll be like 23 miles today. So not super bad on the road. It's pretty cruisy. Just boring. Not much to see through here. The Gila was really cool, but yeah, definitely not much to see here. So there's a little update from about mile 400-ish. Be over 400 tomorrow on the CDT. The dirt road in front of me. That's my reality right now. Went through Pie Town yesterday. I think I'm technically still in Pie Town, on the edge of it. Runs pretty far out here. Yeah, you can see for miles on these dirt roads. Pretty boring. It's part of the journey. You can crush some miles though. You can do, 25, 30 if you're in decent shape. That's about it. Not much to update, honestly. Pie Town was interesting. I stayed at the Toaster House and crashed on the porch. Toaster House, like a little place they keep open for CDT hikers to stay. It's pretty cool. Usually they have a caretaker there during the season. That one, this year they do not have one. So I don't know how well it's being kept up. It didn't seem too bad. The other people I was hiking around slept inside. I'm kind of glad I slept on the porch, to be honest, since I don't think like the sheets are getting changed and stuff, but it is what it is. Cool little place, cool little stop. Water and electricity. No Wi-Fi. There's a restaurant in town that holds your boxes called Gathering Place. Super cool stop. Very, very nice people there, which is nice. They'll hold your resupply box because there's nothing in town. There's basically 2 restaurants within walking distance and some sort of camping. You pay like $20. The Toaster House is free. Sort of like a self-sustaining donation-based hostel. So donate what you want, stay there. Yeah, neat little stop. Got a shower and stuff. Did not use the shower. Like I said, I'm not sure how well maintained the cleaning's been done, but definitely not complaining. Cool stop out of the weather. Got stopped there with some people. That's about it. Just road walking in New Mexico. Thought I'd hop on here and stay on the updates, even though not much has changed. Out of the Gila. There's been a lot of dirt road walking. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna get back to hiking. Y'all go take a hike.